All of us have projects around the house periodically that we want to get done. This program, Fixit Man, looks at various kinds of projects, some small, some big, that all of us have around the house. I'm Cliff Brock. Let's see what kinds of projects we can work on today. This is one of those little chores that you don't usually think of when you're thinking of fixing things around the house. But a small lamp like this, a little table lamp or whatever, sits on top of our piano. And when the light switch is on, you have to reach up through like this and try to get to the switch to turn it on. So we had a little inline switch that set up so that you could just turn it on right at the switch. And that switch went bad. So we went out and we got a couple of these little inline switches and decided that we would replace it. This is a pretty simple task. It doesn't take much in the way of tools. You'll need a very small Phillips head and a little flathead. And when you're finished, instead of fighting your way through a tight hold here, you can easily turn the light on and off with just the flick of a switch. Simple, simple, simple. Let's see how it's done. These little switches are really pretty doggone simple. They're available on Amazon. I think we paid about $7 for 2 of them. Now, as you can see, this is the connection, and you'll have to get these screws removed. Once those tiny screws are taken out, there is a very small hole that the wire goes through, and it is right at the base of this. So you slide the wires. The first thing you do is cut the wire. Just make a cut, slit carefully here so you don't cut the insulation on the wire, and separate the wire, strip the end, be sure to unplug the light, strip the ends of the wire, and slide them very, very carefully into that little hole in the base of this plate. I took this out the first time, this gray strip, but when these go back together, they go back together in such a way that it makes a track for the light. So it's not a good idea to take that out. I thought because of the thickness of the wire here that I might have trouble getting it put back together, but as you can see, it went right in both ends. So basically, you're cutting 2 ends off of wire here, 2 ends of wire off here, connecting them here, connecting them here, connecting them here, connecting them here inside this little case. And then once you do that with it unplugged, let me stress that, with it unplugged, then all you do is put the case back on, flip it over, put the screws back in, and when you're done with that, you'll have a light that turns on and off with the flick, literally, of a switch. Home fix-it job that can be done for about $3 and makes a big difference in home life. So there you have it. You get convenience and it only costs $3. Probably takes about 10 minutes or so to put these switches in. This is a project that almost any homeowner, home person can do. It's quick, it's easy, it's even kind of fun, although it's a little frustrating to get that wire in the tiny hole. But give it a try, see how it works for you. This is Cliff Brock with Fixit Man. Come back again quickly.